Since the existence of time, we have been told that we are not good enough. We are too loud, too big, too emotional, too bold, too much. I'm calling bullshit, and I'm empowering other women just like you to take back their lives before losing the weight. Certified wellness practitioner, health coach, fitness nutrition specialist, mom of 6, wife, friend, lover of music, all things citrus, sunshine, and the perfect cup of coffee. Former juvenile delinquent with just enough scrappy rebel left in her to help you get shit done. I'm Carrie, and I am the Anti-Kale health coach. Hello, and welcome to episode number 41. Today we are talking about rituals. So, rituals are a little bit different than habits. Habits are usually the things that we do like every single day without really much thought going into it. Things like brushing our teeth, getting dressed, driving a car, those day-to-day things that don't require us to actually think, oh, I have to do this today. Rituals are different in that they add meaning and joy to those everyday kinds of things, life in general, really. So before I dive in, I really want you to just take a second and think about everything that you've done so far today. Or maybe you're listening to this, first thing in the morning. I know I usually listen to a podcast first thing in the morning. It helps me wake up my brain and start thinking about things. So in that case, I would like you to just take a minute and think about what you did yesterday. Think about everything that you did yesterday. Now, how much of that list are things that you do every single day? How much do you even remember doing? Chances are you're having some hard time coming up with the mundane things that you did. Like you woke up, you made coffee, maybe you made some breakfast. Do you remember what you had for breakfast? Took a shower, went to work, whatever. How many of those things are things that you do every single day? What happened that was out of the ordinary, that was exciting, or made you smile? Something that was significant. When we perform the same set of actions, say the same words, and use the same objects, or even the same gestures in the same sequence every single day, this is what we consider a habit. And the key to creating meaningful, positive habits is through rituals. So why should we even be thinking about them? I mean, when we're talking about things like religion or sports or even politics, rituals can almost seem like the foundation. Every single organized religion has rituals. If you think about Catholicism, they take communion. If you're Jewish, you sit Shiva when people die. Taoists meditate. Meditation's part of a lot of religions, prayer, whatever you want to call it. But religions are so rich in rituals. Sports, athletes, think about all the superstition in baseball. These things, you can call it superstition because it's based on the belief that one time they won a game because they were chewing purple bubble gum, and so now they chew purple bubble gum every single game. I'm just picking something out of the hat. That becomes a ritual because at one point it had meaning and it brought joy, and so now it has become a ritual. It's taken the thing that they do for a living and added something into it to bring meaning and joy to it. Tomorrow we're swearing in a new president. The act of that, the inauguration, that's rich with rituals. It's very easy to see the meaning and significance behind those. So why should we be thinking about them? Chances are we're not starting a new religion. We're probably not professional athletes. And if you are, I want to know who you are. Um, you know, why should we care? Why should we be adopting rituals into our lives? Well, I'll tell you. Rituals give us a sense that we're in charge, and they add meaning to the small things that make up our daily lives. Rituals can bring joy, they can help relieve anxiety about a situation. Like, did you ever carry a rabbit's foot? Or crossed your fingers for luck? Or wished on a star? Or worn your lucky earrings for an interview? These kinds of things could be considered rituals for certain situations. If you want to make significant change in your life, it has to come from an internal drive to do so. So if you're looking to change up some habits by adding rituals, you got to look for internal motivation. The external shit, that's temporary. That's not going to change you long term. If you think about like corporate wellness programs, they incentivize people to do acts that are considered healthy, like exercising or eating right or drinking water, by offering an insurance premium discount or a gift card at the end of the year, or little trinkets that people end up tossing at every 6 months. And eventually those things stop working. Employees want more and more and more, or they just say, you know what, quit, you're making me jump through too many hoops for this little lunchbox or whatever that you're going to give me. I'm just not going to do it anymore, because they don't have that internal desire, that aching need for change, that non-negotiable I need to change feeling. When you have that, that's when rituals can come into play and really make a difference. So what do you do on a daily basis that could be considered a ritual? Maybe you journal, or maybe you exercise. Maybe you have a personal power playlist every morning while you shower. These are things that are very much rituals, and they add meaning and purpose, and they involve your full attention and your emotions, and that is the key. It has to invoke emotion. But what do you do if you don't have any of these in your life? When we come back from the break, I'll tell you how you can start. When I'm thinking about the rituals that I have, it's very easy for me to think of like my morning routine. So Chuck's been really good at brewing coffee for me before he leaves lately. But even if I have to get up and brew it myself while I'm in the shower, you can bet your ass that I am drinking a cup in the bathroom while I get ready. I have to have coffee while I get ready. That's my way of A, waking up because I love coffee. But B, it's my way of motivating myself to get up and get up much earlier than I want to and get dressed, get ready to start my day. Yeah, the coffee is definitely part of my ritual. Something that I've started in the last year is lighting a candle when I'm working at home. So right now I'm lighting this, I've got this candle burning. It is called Sanctuary. So this one says it's soothing our senses, strengthens our abilities. I would agree with that. But it's quite nice. It's, I think, patchouli and grapefruit, and I can't remember what's all in there. But anyway, I can't burn candles that are artificially fragranced. Is that a word? No, I don't know. Anyway, I used to be able to. Like, I used to be the person that had multiple plug-in things that wisped, I think, like the air fresheners, I'm doing the hand motion for plugging in, and I know you can't see it, but I used to have air fresheners all over the place, different kinds of candles all the time. I would burn those wax melts from Bed Bath, not Bed Bath and Beyond, Bath and Body Works. Yeah. Anyway, and then one day, something happened. I was burning a candle and my eyes swelled shut, and I had to go outside because I couldn't breathe. That was the day I cleaned all of that stuff out of my house and said I'm only going to burn natural. So anyway, the candles that I burn have to have the essential oils for fragrance. So what I've started doing, because I do love candles and I love, the smells and those kinds of things. So I burn it at my desk while I'm working at home. But it makes me feel cozy, and I get to reap the benefits of the oils because, they're in there. But this actually started because of a coach that I follow who started her own line of products, and she was, or she is, making candles that have different magical powers to them, shall we say. So, yeah, like it started with this prosperity candle. It was supposed to, every time you lit it, it was supposed to bring you good luck for prosperity or things like that. So it kind of started that way, and now I'm just, that's just my routine. And honestly, as a former smoker, it kind of feels good to flick the bic once in a while. I miss having a lighter, and it's not about starting fires, it's just, the hand feel of it. So, anyway. I exfoliate my face every Sunday and Wednesday, almost without fail. I've got this really nice fruity facial peel that I like to use. It breaks up my daily skincare routine, which I do have. And it feels really nice when I'm finished. My skin's real soft, and it smells really good. But I also get to feel like I pampered myself a little bit during the week. So that kind of ritual is more on the pampering side. Even Chuck has little rituals. So, we all have to get dressed every single day. And he has to get dressed to go to work. So he started a few years ago, he started Sweater Vest Wednesday and Flannel Friday in the winter. And then it's Hawaiian Shirt Friday in summer. And I think he mostly does it to get the laughs from the other guys at work, but some of the guys at work have even started participating. So it's kind of fun. He's also shared with me that as a former wrestler, he used to eat baby carrots before wrestling matches because he won some wrestling match at some point and had eaten baby carrots beforehand. And so this became, his ritual, and soon the entire team was eating baby carrots before the wrestling matches. So those kinds of rituals definitely bring meaning and joy to the mundane tasks of everyday life. You can do things that are as simple as humming a song for 2 minutes while you brush your teeth. It's almost like singing happy birthday twice while you're washing your hands. How we teach kids how to wash their hands for the full 20 seconds. It's kind of the same idea. But if you don't have any of these, we can start adding these things in very, very easily. Gratitude is a phenomenal way to start building rituals into your daily life. Spending just a few minutes each morning or evening, or both, to write down just 5 things or 5 people, or mix it up and do both, that you're grateful for, it's consistently shown to improve one's emotional status. We can definitely change ordinary things into meaningful actions with gratitude. Take a moment before you dig into your next meal to express gratitude to the plants or the animals that brought this meal to your plate, for nourishing your body and for feeding your soul with flavor. It's kind of the same idea as grace, saying grace before a meal. It's giving thanks, and it can definitely change how you appreciate things, and that's a ritual. You can think about how to make your habits more joyful, like getting dressed every day. I told you about Chuck's sweater vest thing, but you could make a rule like, I don't want to use the word rule, a ritual that maybe every Monday you wear something yellow or something green, or maybe you're wearing a button-down shirt every Thursday. Maybe you wear wacky socks on Sundays. Who knows? You can do whatever you want. Just have fun with it because it takes that one thing that you have to do, and you probably do without much thought, and it makes it fun. You can think about how you celebrate life in general. So we all celebrate, I shouldn't say we all, but most of us celebrate birthdays and holidays, anniversaries. We even celebrate our big personal wins, don't we? Like if we land a new job or we finally hit our weight loss goal or things like that, we celebrate. But when's the last time you celebrated something small like folding a fitted sheet on the first try? I'll tell you that I've never celebrated that because it can't physically be done, and if you can do that, you're a witch. But, when's the last time you celebrated, I don't know, finally getting caught up on your laundry? Things like that. When you're thinking about your personal victories, it's so easy to get lost in the number on the scale. Or, you know, aiming for those long-term goals, landing that big promotion that you've been working really hard to get, it's really, really easy to stay focused on those things. But if you can start to celebrate those small stepping stones that are going to get you there in the first place, this ritual can make life a little more enjoyable. So, for instance, if you set a goal of losing 60 pounds, maybe every 5 pounds you put $20 away so that when you hit that 60 pounds, you've got $240 to treat yourself to new clothes or a day at the spa or something like that. And if there isn't anything that you're really working toward right now, that's okay too. You could just incorporate something special into a random evening. It could be as simple as having your favorite meal every Wednesday, or letting Wednesday be the night that you treat yourself to puppy snuggles and a movie instead of, I don't know, being responsible and doing the dishes. You don't have to wait for the weekend, is what I'm saying. Whatever you decide to do, it's just about celebrating life. And then finally, thinking about how you relate to your community. Collective rituals only take one person to start them. Why can't it be you? Find your inner people connector and let your creativity soar. Start a community event, a food drive or a supply drive, or even a 5K for a charity. And if that's way outside your wheelhouse and that feels too scary, you start in your own bubble. Look at your friends and your family, and those people that are closest to you. Host a game night once a month, or a dinner party, or even just a low-key movie night with popcorn. Having those rituals to look forward to builds a sense of community and the opportunities to get creative, and joy will ensue. Rituals help keep us productive. They help keep us engaged and motivated. We can get even the most mundane tasks completed when we incorporate rituals. The key is to make sure that they're fun and joyful and meaningful for you, not what I think you should do or, what your mom thinks you should be doing. What's going to be joyful and fun and meaningful for you? Now, when we start talking about adopting rituals to motivate us to become the healthier versions of ourselves, this can almost feel like just another thing that we feel like we should be doing. But remember, here, we don't should all over ourselves. We do things that feel good for us. So when we're adopting rituals to motivate us to become the healthier versions of ourselves that we are trying to be, I don't want you to incorporate rituals that make you feel guilty or shameful. Maybe you need a little help with that. That's when you can reach out to me at livemorewithcarrie.com and let's get on a phone call. Let's chat. I'm starting to take clients again. So, you know, you might want to reach out and snag one of those free consultations before my calendar books up. Summer's coming, so people are thinking health wise. But in the meantime, how can you start intentionally adding meaningful rituals into your life to bring you more joy? That's all I've got for today. Be sure to tune in on Thursday. My guest is a beautiful woman who has introduced me to a beautiful art form that I never even knew existed, but I've been obsessed about since I learned. It's called kintsugi, and I can't wait for you to hear more about it. I can't wait for you to learn how art can help heal. So until then, be well, and I'll talk to you soon. If you liked what you heard today, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. It truly is the best way to get this podcast into the ears of others who could benefit. You can always join my free private Facebook community, Live More Joy, where you'll find a positive, supportive place to be. You'll also find daily journaling prompts, weekly and monthly challenges, and access to me. You can join my VIP group as well by visiting livemorewithcarrie.com and signing up for the exclusive deals, first dibs on news, and all without the excessive email bombs. Finally, you can support this podcast by visiting anchor.fm/the Anti-Kale Health Coach /support. Those are in my link tree. If you can't remember those links, you can just go to my link tree, which is linktree.com/KERLIZ.